Hi guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to show you how to solve this difficult 10 by 10 calcudoku puzzle. Let's not waste any more time and let's get started. So let's start over here. Let's fill in the givens. 6, 5. This puzzle is so big I can't even fit on. I can't even see the whole puzzle all at once. So what I would always start with that's why I would start with calcudokus, the givens. Alright, so this 19 cage right here. So basically it can only be 9 and 10. So there must be a 9 right here, 9 and a 10. Now right here with the 3 cage, it can only be a 1 and a 2. Alright, then with the last column, we have to add up all these known numbers. 8 plus 17, 25, 33, 43, 47. So we know the whole column's going to add up to 55. So 55 minus 47 is 8. So it's basically find two numbers that have a different, that sum up to 8 and divide to equal 3. And that can only be done with 6 and 2. With the 17, it can't be 8 and 9 due to this given 8, so it must be 10 and 7. Now with the 16 right here, due to this given 7, it can only be 6 and 10. And then can we figure it out? So it can't be 1 and 7. It can't be 1 and 7. It can't be 2 and 6. So it must be 3 and 5. And that's the only combo that works. And then, yo, cat, stop. And then 1 and 9 must be the last numbers to... I don't know. Hey, let me do some... Alright, sorry for the disruption. Alright, now let's continue where we were just at. So with the 7, so 2 and 6 can't be used anymore, so 1, 3, 4, and 7 still have to be used. And there's exactly 2 combinations of 7, and there's 2 7 cells, so I'm gonna fill in 1, 3, and 1, 3, 4, and 6. And all of the... And that's going to be important because it'll tell me the last 2 numbers that must go in this column. Now 10, it must be... Oh, not 6. I meant, but this is supposed to be 2 and 5, my bad. Let me correct them real quick. Alright, now the last 2 numbers must be 1 and 9. Alright, so this column is complete with the notes. And now with this column, we could do the same thing we did the last column. 3, 18. Alright, so these must add up to 20. No, it's 22. So these must add up to 50. So this is 22, 37, and 40. If these must add up to 15, they must be divisible by 2, and that can only be done with 5 and 10. However, here's an advanced calcudoku technique. So look at columns 8 and 10. So notice how these 10s are locked into these on the same position in parallel columns. So essentially an X-wing pattern. So basically, if this was a 10, this would have to be a 10. If this was a 10, then this had to be a 10. So basically, no matter what, there's always going to be a 10 somewhere in here. So therefore, that cell can never be a 10. So this must be a 5 and then a 10. And now this tells me that it must be 6 and 9. Alright, this 17 can fill in a note of 8 and 9. And however, there's going to be another X-wing pattern. So basically with the 9s in this column, in the 6th column, I know a 9 can never be in these cells because they're all adding up to be 9. And I can't put 9 in any of these cells. And with these pencil marks in the 8th column, what I did with the 9s, I know it has to be locked in one of these two. So it's the same thing with the 10. So no matter where the 9 is, there's always going to be a 9 in one of these two cells. So therefore that has to be a 6 and this has to be a 9. Now in the top column, I'm going to fill in notes to complete the column, which is 1, 2, 3, and 7. This is just to complete the row. Complete the row. Now right here it has to be 1, 7, 5, or 6. Three, 7, 5, and 6. Sorry, I keep moving it up and down like I gotta do it to be able to see the numbers. Alright, so these notes are done. And now with this multiplication by 9, it can only be 1 and 9. And with this 11, I gotta see whether it's restrictive. Alright, so it can't be 1 and 10. It can't be 9 and 2. And it can't be... Actually, this is restrictive with the 6. It can only be 1 and 5 or 2 or 4. It can't be 1 and 5 due to this given 5. So it must be 2 and 4. Okay, now that restricts these two cells. With 13, it can't be 3 and 10. It can't be 4 and 9. It can't be 5 and 8, so it must be 6 and 2. 6 and 7. But due to the 6 right here, this is a 7. And now, these cells are now singled out as 3 and 8. Alright, good to know. Alright, so that's the notes for that column. Alright. Oh, but this... Let's see, as the other cells are restrictive. Alright, with this 14, the minimum value that must be in this block is 4, and the maximum value is 10. So 10, 9, 8, and 7 can't be used, so 4, 5, and 6 must be the numbers. Oh, this 1 and this plus 3 right here. Oh, this 14 cell gets restricted more by this 10 and 9. So this must be an 8 and this must be a 6. We're making progress here. Alright, so this plus 9 must be restrictive. It can't be 1 and 8. It can't be 2 and... Let's see. 1 and 8 is not possible. 2 and 6 is not... So 2 and 7, I meant. So 3, 6, and 4, 5 are... It can't be 3 and 6, so it must be 4 and 5. In those... And now with this minus 4, the last two numbers that haven't appeared yet is 7 and a 3. Alright, that's good. Alright, now in the bottom column, there only needs to be 4 numbers left to complete the column. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, consecutive. So right here, it's got to be 4. It's got to be 4, 5, 6, or 7. With the 11, it's got to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. But I can eliminate this 8 option. And I can eliminate this 3 option. Oh, but I can go further with this 8. In this 11 cell, this must be a 3 and then an 8. With this 12, 7, 8, or 9. I can eliminate the 8 once again. I can eliminate the 4. And then this cell can be a whole bunch of things. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's too many numbers. And now the question is in the this plus 5 is restrictive. No. I gotta look at this for a second. This difficulty level. Oh, but this minus 9, it can only be 1 and 10. This 1 and 10 is very important because now where can an 8 go in the second row? It can't go here. It can't go right. So it can't go in any of these cells. It can't go here due to this 8-9 pair. So 8 would have to be here or here. It can't go here due to this 6 and this 1-10 pair. So now this must be an 8 since it's the only place it can go. And now this 2 resolves this 1-2 pair right here. That means it must be 1 and then 2. And now I get 3-7 pair. And one thing to know with this, with 3-7 being up here, these two numbers, they have exactly a difference of 4. So this is also a 3-7 pair. And that's a very good prop. So it's 1 and 5. Alright, that's good. Oh. Alright, I got this for a moment. Oh, with this 1-6, it can't be 2 and 3, so it's restricted to 1 and 6. Very. Eliminate this 3 note and then the 4 note up here. Hoorah. Five in this. Oh, but this 5 is also restricted. It can only be 2 and 3. Alright, now in this column, the numbers I need to complete, the numbers to complete this column, it's got to be 4, 5, 7, and 8. And the only 2 numbers in here that have a difference of 2 is 5 and 7. So this must be 4 and 8, and then the other must be 5 and 7. Or an 8 right here. Alright, that's additional notes. Let's do it. Alright, so I notice on the top, I notice on the second row, I have not pencil marked a 6. So 6 can't go in any of those cells. It can go here. Can't go here, and it also cannot go. So this must be a 6. And this has the only number not pencil marked. And now a 9 is singled out in the second row. Alright, nice. see. It's 1 and 9. What will it mean for the rest of the puzzle? Yeah, think about it for a second. See, no numbers singled out on the top column. Oh, with this 11. Oh, in the 6th. Yep, in the 6th. I mean, in the 7th column, the 11. I can reduce these notes, so this can't be a 2, dude. Oh, nope, I did not mean to do that. Let me put it back to normal. So this can't be a 2 anymore. And this can't be a 6. And then the only two numbers like out of here that add up to 11, it's gotta be 4 and 7. And the last two numbers to complete this column is 3 and 8. Eliminate this 4 note. Nice. And now a 10 in the... No. 10 cents. Oh, but the 7, I can eliminate the 7 note, and then I can eliminate this 2 note. Oh, with these 9s right here, 2, 7, and 4, 5. This is a very good puzzle right here. I gotta say that at the very least. In the 3rd column, where could I put a 10? Oh, what about a question in the 1st column? Where could I put a 5? Aha. So a 5 can't go here because I couldn't have the other cell 2 or 8 due to 2 and 8 being up here. So 5 must be in one of these cells. That means there must be a 10. Bingo. Bingo. Now this 5-10 pair eliminates this 10 right here. 3, 5, 2. This is either a 1 or a 3, so it's got to be a 1, 10, 1, 6, 1, 4.
Because we're still right in the middle of it. We're still in the middle of the shutdown. Why did it just come out? They have people working.
This 2, 5 pair resolves as 2 and a 6, so must be 2, must be 6, 5, 2, 5, 4. And now this, it's either 6 and 9 or 7 and 8. Let's eliminate some of these nodes, so that can't be 5 and this can't be 5. Alright, I think that's all I'm pretty sure that's all I can do in the bottom. And now move back. This 5 X-wing. These X-wings of 5 eliminate this 5 right here. It means it eliminates the 4 right here. And eliminating this 4 right here. Oh no, it's supposed to eliminate the 2. The 4 is still a possibility. I should eliminate the 2 a long time ago due to that 2 up there. Alright, so I know with this dividing by 2, it can't have a 1 or it can't have a 2, it can't have a 3. So it's either got to be 4 and 8 or 5 and 10. But due to 4, 8, 4, and 5 right here, this must be a 10. And this must be a 5. Three, 7, and alright, so 7. Alright, I can eliminate this 3, and then this will be a 7, 3, 8 to complete the call. Oh, nope. 9 to complete the column. I mean row. I mean, oh my god, row. 8. 4, 8, this will be a 9, this will be a 1, 10, 7, very smooth. Alright, that's over with. So this has to be 2 or 3. There's two ways you can look at it right here. So there's a 2, 3 pair right here. And there's a 2's X-wing right here. Let's go with the 2, 3 pair since it's simple. So 2 and a 3 right here. Makes this have to be a 1, 2, 3, 2. a whole bunch of X-Wings in this puzzle. I mean, like, a lot. Alright, I gotta eliminate the 2, and I gotta eliminate the 5. Now, in the second column, the 1 is singled out. Then 1, 7, 3, 7.
Whoever else they furloughed, they sent them that text and the person's like, they've already gotten the 600 plus whatever. They're like, oh no, I'm making more now. So they say no, they're done. They're done. They turn that into the unemployment office. They turn that on job order. Nope.
Now to complete this column right here must be 8 and 10. Fill that in real quick. And then this has to be a 10. Five, then this has to be a 8, 10. Then the last number to complete this column is a 6. So it either has to be 4 or 8. It has to be an 8, 8, 9, 1. Now, the last two numbers to complete this column is 4 and 9. But due to this 9 right here, this is going to wind up being a 4, a 9. And then to complete both of these rows, seven and then a 4. And there you guys have it. That's how you solve a difficult 10 by 10 calcudoku.